Alright, today we're going to have a quick look at Moon Knight, the comic by Warren Ellis and Declan Mr. Declan. Moon Knight is basically Batman with dissociative identity disorder. So he has 3 personalities all shoved into one human being. Stephen Grant, who is a taxi driver. Jake Lockley, who is a superhero. And Mr. Knight, a detective and a police consultant. There's also a 4th personality. I'm not very clear on who that is, but it's there. Anyway, Moon Knight has frequent run-ins with Khonshu, a moon god of some sort who gave him powers, but sometimes makes him do stuff that he doesn't really want to do. And sometimes he abandons him completely for someone better. It's all very confusing, as I am sure it must be for Mark Spector also. Anyway, this first book has 6 stories, each standalone and each kick-ass in its own way. Did I mention this was written by Warren Ellis, who's done some stuff to young girls, and well, it wasn't very nice. He's a great writer, he's a brilliant storyteller, but he's treated all these women like shit, and well, yeah, whatever. Anyway, back to Moon Knight. It starts with a reporter introducing Moon Knight, and it's really kick-ass hearing her talk about him, how he's wearing white so people can see him coming, and then he can go ahead and beat the shit out of whoever comes at him. So the story is basically Moon Knight going into the sewers looking for someone who's hunting travelers of the night. Basically people who are out and about at night doing things that they do at night. There isn't anything interesting that this story does, but it's a nice introduction to Moon Knight and what he's capable of doing. It sets him up as a no-nonsense hero who has problems and will deal with them. But for now, he's going to kick some... I don't know why I keep saying kick-ass so much. Anyway, on to the next story. The next story is about an assassin who starts by targeting and subsequently killing 8 people. Well, almost 8 people. We don't see him kill one person. We don't know why he's killing them, and we don't get to know why he's killing them right until the end, where the end is a bit depressing. We don't really see the good guys win or people get the justice that they deserve. I don't want to spoil the story or anything, but the story just made me sad. Moving on to the next story. This is a story in which Moon Knight gets to punch a ghost. His hand passes through, of course, and then he proceeds to get the shit beaten out of him, but he still gets to punch a ghost. It's a fun issue. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the issue, but the ending I didn't quite understand. What the hell were the ghosts doing on the streets? What were they haunting it for? Why were they attacking random civilians? I couldn't figure out the ending at all. The next story is a wonderful story about dreaming and a doctor who comes to Moon Knight for help because his patients aren't able to sleep right. Screaming when they wake up, chewing off their fingers in their sleep, stuff like that. And Moon Knight goes in to investigate what's happening. He travels to the dream world and it's really neat, the stuff that he comes across over there. The story ends with a man who made a real big mistake and he probably needs to be punished for it. The next story is about Moon Knight going into a building to save a kidnapped little girl. It's like Dread, the movie with Carl Urban, but a lot less gory and fewer kills. The story plays out nicely though, with little fights and neat little deaths, and eventually Moon Knight rescuing the girl. All in all, a good little story with a good amount of blood and violence. The last story in the book is a bit of a letdown, only a tiny bit though. It reads like a breeze, the dialogues are just phenomenal. It tells the story of a police officer who decides he's had enough of the Moon Knight and he probably needs to do something about it. The art on the book is phenomenal, with every action and every somber moment drawn perfectly. Declan is a really neat artist and he should get a lot of accolades for his work. Overall, I think this is a pretty neat book to have and the stories are all phenomenal. Go out there, get your hands on it as soon as possible. That's all for this video, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to our channel and then like, share and comment on it. Bye bye.